If you saw a pair of eyes staring at you from the treetops deep in the forest, you would probably think you were looking at an animal. But behind those eyes lies an intelligence almost as developed as a human's, a deep memory, and a world full of emotion. Today, we are talking about nature's wisest creatures, with whom we share 97% of our DNA, orangutans. In the Malay language, Orangutan literally means person of the forest. Living only in the rainforests of Sumatra and Borneo, these red-haired geniuses are actually much more like us than we think. Let's take a short journey into their fascinating world. Orangutans spend almost their entire lives in the treetops. Because of this, they have to become serious engineers. Every evening, yes, every single evening without exception, they build themselves a comfortable bed from scratch. They bend branches, lay out leaves like a mattress, and even make themselves pillows. If it's a rainy day, they are practical enough to hold giant banana leaves over their heads like an umbrella. But that's not even the most shocking part. Scientists recently witnessed an incredible event in the wild. An injured male orangutan chewed a medicinal plant and rubbed the juice onto his wound for minutes. Then, he completely covered the wound with the plant's pulp. The result? The wound healed completely. This was the first proof of a creature in nature, other than humans, treating itself with medicinal plants. In other words, we are looking at nature's first doctors. Their intelligence is not just about survival instinct. They have a tremendous ability to observe and imitate. Orangutans in rescue centers have been observed repeatedly cutting wood with saws, using hammers, and even washing clothes with soap and water just by watching humans. In the wild, they are absolute experts at using tools. They strip branches to make thin sticks to extract insects or honey from deep tree hollows. They use leaves like gloves to peel thorny fruits. They have even been seen pushing long sticks into the water like a measuring tool to gauge the river's depth. They can think and plan for minutes to solve a problem. Unlike chimpanzees or gorillas, they do not live in large groups. Orangutans prefer solitude. However, there is one bond that breaks this rule: the relationship between mother and infant. We can say that orangutans have the longest childhood in the animal kingdom. A dependent offspring stays with its mother for a full 7 to 8 years. This is because it takes years to learn which fruits in the forest are poisonous, which ones ripen when, and which tree branches are safe. The mother transfers her wisdom to her offspring like a teacher. That's why the bond between them is incredibly strong and emotional. Unfortunately, these people of the forest, with their immense intelligence, are now facing a major threat. Their habitats are rapidly disappearing due to palm oil production and illegal logging. Their population has decreased drastically over the last century. Losing them means not just losing an animal species, but destroying one of nature's greatest legacies of intelligence. Perhaps the depth we see when we look at them is to remind us how much they resemble us. Protecting nature begins with protecting them. So, did you know that orangutans were this smart? Which creature do you think is the most impressive in the animal kingdom? Let's discuss it in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth videos like this. See you in the next video.